So you guys were on Late Night with Jimmy Fallon this week.
Yes.
Last week. You're on Jimmy Kimmel back in May, been on Fox News. I mean, do you think now people are kind of looking back in your career and realizing how influential you are? Like, obviously early in your career, no one would have had you on like Letterman or Leno or any of that
Absolutely.
stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it feels really good, to gain that recognition. Yeah, it shows that we've been around for a while. It's serious what we do. We care about our art, about our music. So you can tell that I think that the public appreciates it.
And this Tuesday, you guys have the Slayer Live DVD set coming out.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of brought that together? Was it just the demand for all your previously unreleased DVDs?
I think it was just out of circulation for a while, and it was time to re-release those. I'm sure some of the contracts, expired, so they were able to repackage it and sell it as one piece.
You're playing Season in the Abyss,
Mm-hmm.
and it's complete in celebration of the 20th anniversary. Before you've played Rain and Blood, is this something you like doing, or did you kind of feel like obligated because Megadeth was playing their album in its entirety? Do you enjoy playing the complete albums?
Yeah, I don't mind, because then it showcases the entire album as a whole instead of just individual songs. You see, actually you hear the transitions between one song to another. We take time to think about that, to place the songs in an order where it feels good as the songs go through each other. So, playing it live, you could really feel, how this album was put together. And it's there's some brutal songs, but it's a very mid-tempo album, with Expendable Youth.
And that's like a song that you previously haven't played a lot, correct?
We hadn't played, right. And also Temptation, because that song, we had never played it since we recorded it. So.
Did you ever think while you were recording it that 20 years later the album would still be like credible? That it would still, like it sounds like it was, done this year.
Yeah, kind of, I guess. I don't know. I'm sorry, what was the question?
Oh, just that 20 years later, that album is still credible.
Yeah. Well, the songwriting's good, and it's solid, and there was a reputable producer behind it, so that helped too.
Yeah, and tell me a little bit about Greg Fidelman.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, he did previously work with Metallica.
Yeah.
Were you a little nervous with him coming in at the big
Not at
controversy?
all. No, controversy, no. I didn't even hear of anything like that, and I still don't know what kind of controversy he's caused. We had an amazing experience with the guy.
Mm-hmm.
To us, we found like the producer we want to work with.
Yeah.
So I think it's great. He's like a fifth member of the band, it seems.
Now, for most bands, the artwork is just as important as the music on the album.
Yeah.
And like Iron Maiden, Slayer, I look forward to what the artwork's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
How do you come about? Your artwork's always like really great, and I think this album you released it in 4 different.
Yeah, there were like the 4 different pieces of the continents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's something like how do those come about? Like, what do you think about for the artwork? Like, who kind of like gets the ideas going about what it's going to be?
We throw ideas around. Usually an artist that we choose gives us like an idea, or we'll throw some ideas to him. And then we go back and forth. We exchange emails. We put in our 2 cents, and we come to an agreement.
Tell me about the video for World Painted Blood. That's a very cool video, and it doesn't seem like, I guess, a Slayer video. Can you tell me like who produced that?
I don't know who produced it. I don't know anything about that video. I wasn't too big of a fan of that.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, when you watch it, it doesn't seem
the
like
World Painted Blood, the cartoon, and the other one, the Beauty Through Order.
Are you a fan of social media? Do you like the new app, the Pinball Machine?
I think that's great. Yes, it's awesome.
Do you guys think you're gonna be doing more stuff like that?
Yeah, if
You're pretty
there's an
open to it.
avenue to create something with the Slayer name, I'm sure it will.
Now you recently just did 7 dates for the Big Four tour. How was that? What was like a highlight for that?
It was amazing. It was really, really amazing. Playing in front of 81,000 people. It was a rush. You know, Greece was phenomenal. There was like 5 mosh pits, you know, in the crowd, and really good size. So it's just we got really lucky to be a part of something like that.
And I know you get this question a lot, like what's the European fans like compared to the fans in the state? But why do you think it's like so different over there?
I don't know.
Is it because they're not?
They perceive metal in a different way. I think it's a little more passionate over there. They treat it like I think going to a festival and watching their favorite bands, it's like going to a football game and cheering. For them, it's an event in their life, memorable event. They don't take it for granted.
Do you anticipate that package ever coming here to the States for like a stadium tour, like maybe next summer or something?
I really hope so.
Is that I mean, that's something you definitely would be involved with.
I would love to be involved in something like that, of course.
What's going on with you guys for the rest of the year? After these, you're touring until October?
You know, we're doing the U.S. right now with Testament. We have about 14 days off or something like that, and then we come back and do some other dates with Anthrax, and then we're going to South America. Yes, South America. No, not Australia. Probably Japan and South America. And then the next year we're going to Australia with Iron Maiden and India.
Wow.
Mumbai. We're going to play in Mumbai. Really looking forward to that.
That's going to be the highlight of the year.
Yeah.